I.S.U.P.K.
Is not a there's no religion in the Bible. There's no Pentecostal, there's no Christian, there's no Baptist, Seventh-day Adventist, Jehovah's Witness, Mormon. None of that garbage is in the Bible. But what happens? Man gets on the Bible and he implements what he wants. That's how when you was a slave, they gave you the slave Bible. A lot of y'all ain't even familiar with that. There's a Bible called the Slave Bible. There's all the rebellion scriptures is taken out of it. It's you being docile, slaves obey your master. That's all it is them trying to make you be a good slave. When in fact, you should be rebellious, just like Christ was rebellious. Go get a book called, what's that book I'll let you get? When he come back, I'ma ask, what is that book? I'll think of it in a minute. But Christ was listed in history. He was a rebel rouser. Christ was the brother, like, he was looked at as like a radical revolutionist. Just like we is when we stand on these corners. People are like, what's these niggas on the corner talking about? Why they yelling? Why they got a mic? Whereas because if we come to you, you're not going to listen to it. Everybody wants to be a Christian. Why? Because you've been beat down so much by this society, it's tough to be outside the box. What do most black people want? Most black people just want to get along, make a good living, fly under the radar, make some bread, get a woman, raise some kids, all that good stuff. We want to be good in this society. We don't want to be murdered in the streets. We don't want to be, left where we can't get business loans or home loans. But here's the reality of it. Black people will never be equal in America, ever. If you believe that there's going to be a time in the next 100 years, 200 years, 10,000 years, there'll never be a time where black people will be equal to your oppressor. Why do I say that? You'll never be equal because if I make a game where I'm winning all the time, why in the hell would I ever let you vote me out of power? You're not gonna fight me for it? I'm gonna let you cast a ballot to get me out of power? Hell no. That ain't gonna happen. Why would I give up all the wealth? Your oppressor has all the wealth. The average, now this is the average, this ain't even the rich ones. The average oppressor household has over $100,000 in net worth. Guess how many black people have? Your average black person, guess how much the net worth is? A donut. Meaning this, you ain't worth a dime. You owe. Is that by design? You better believe it's by design. As black people, we are the most athletic, the most gifted intellectually. We've got all the damn inventions, but ain't getting no credit for it, right? We the best dancers, the best lookers, the best entertainers. We got all the best qualities, but somehow, some way, we always on the bottom. Now tell me that ain't by design. And we the most in prison, and one of the smallest, and 13% of the population, but we make up what, 70%? 70% of the inmates? Something ain't right. It's by design that we like this. And the Lord just standing back and looking like, well, you deserve this because you don't want to obey me. A lot of us want to be blessed and gifted something from the Lord when we're not willing to obey him. And guess what? If you in the Christian church, you're not obeying God. You're not obeying God if you're in the Christian church. And this is what we're bringing out. No black person, no Hispanic or Native American should ever be into Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, anything that's man-made. Let's get this, read.
Come. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 4. For they will turn away thy son from following me.
So drop down to verse 6.
Those are the ones we're talking about. All right. Come. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. for thou art an holy people.
This is what the Lord said about you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Right? If you want any proof who those people are historically or biblically or even with archaeology, we got it back here. We're willing to debate any pastor, any theologian, anybody. Go get them, and we're smoking them in the scriptures every time. We niggas from the ghetto, just like y'all. The Lord said, you are a holy people. What does holy mean? A lot of us done grew up thinking holy means you got to sit in a corner and shake and act like you got something on you, and your grandma just faking. Get up, grandma. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Get up. That's not holy. The word holy means to be separated. The Lord separated us from everybody else. What does that mean? It means he wants men, if you can grow a beard. That's in the Bible. He wants you not to sleep with women of other nations. The only woman that you can have is black, Hispanic, and Native American women. That's it. They on that chart right there. Those are the only women you can have. He don't want you to eat shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster. There's specific rules that the Lord gave us to live by. Now the Christian church say that you don't have to live by that anymore. I tell you what's so slimy about Christian pastors. They say the Old Testament is done away with. You got a question? Why your hand up? You got a question?
Yeah.
What's your question?
Yeah, can I talk to you?
Yeah, you can talk to me.
Microphone.
You got some money? You got your own stand and podium?
They can hear me.
Well, yeah, you don't need my microphone. Go ahead, what's your question? Yeah, I got a problem. Do you?
Why are you preaching down here acting like something's wrong with some
Some
woman?
woman liking a man? Take me to Deuteronomy, just take me up 2 verses.
In the NA book, it states, find a higher power greater than
She asked a
yourself.
question. She said, why you acting like some... Oh, you don't want the answer? You don't want the answer? The Bible say the wicked flee when no man pursues. Oh, devil, try to come over here. That's the first thing these devils do is try to run up on us and try to tell us, like, there's nobody more prideful than this devil. The devil will run up on a group of black men that could easily maul her into nothing and try to tell us what we could do. I thought America was free. I'm gonna answer her question anyway. Deuteronomy 7 and 4.
Deuteronomy.
Actually, start at where you at? Verse 3.
Okay. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son.
Right. So the Bible says this, and this is foreign to us. This foreign to us. I remember there was a time where if you saw a brother walking with an oppressor, you looked at him like, damn. Like in my dad's generation, like you saw a brother. Not to say that it didn't happen, but you saw a brother with an oppressor. You like, damn, you couldn't get no sister. Like, what's wrong with you? Like now it's so commonplace, and we taught to love who you want to love. That's not what the Bible say. I know that's the love everybody. That's not what the Bible say. The Bible say, read it again from the top.
Come. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter shall not give unto his son.
I will never give my daughter, my beautiful, precious daughter, 15, never give her to her oppressor, ever.